You ever start a show and before you know it, it is 2 a.m. and you are knee deep in season 3? Well, there's a reason for that. What if I told you that the same storytelling techniques that are in Breaking Bad, one of the greatest shows of all time, can help you build a brand that people are obsessed with? In this video, I am breaking down the 4-step formula for an irresistible brand. Let's get into it. The first step is the hook. Why should people care about your brand? Well, in the first pilot episode of Breaking Bad, we begin this episode with a high stakes moment. Walter White, our main character, is in his underwear, driving an RV through the desert, gas mask on, chaos everywhere. But all of the chaos hooks us in because it raises the question of who is this man? Why is he even in this situation? And how did he get there? In the same way, your brand needs a clear, attention-grabbing hook. It needs to be something that immediately hooks your audience where they stop scrolling, they want to click the link, they want to buy the product, they want to learn more. And you can do this by asking specific questions as well, or creating visuals that raises questions in your audience's mind that keeps them curious. Number 2, the world. Breaking Bad establishes a very specific world. They are clearly in a desert, but more specifically, they are in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They have this blue sky, this terracotta brownish orange in the desert. You have this sand. It's a very distinctive look when you look at the show. So the world that you're designing for your brand should be recognizable, immersive, and emotionally connected and distinct to your audience. Think about Apple. Their sleek, futuristic, creative aesthetic is very recognizable. It's noticeable. Even if they didn't have the Apple logo on the commercial, you would know, oh, that's an Apple product, that's an Apple commercial, just based off of how they treat their commercials. You want it to be where people see the world and immediately associate that world with your brand. So like if you see this, you automatically know this is a scene from the Breaking Bad, especially if you've already seen the show. Number 3, the main character or the brand persona. So Walter, our main character, is introduced as this ordinary, boring high school chemistry teacher who is also struggling financially. And with every great story, the main character needs a motivation. And his motivation, spoiler alert, is terminal cancer. He is diagnosed with cancer and he doesn't want to leave his family in financial ruin. And so because of this, he decides to use those chemistry skills to cook and sell meth. I know. It's a great story though. But he believes that that is his best shot at making sure his family is financially set before he dies. And as the audience, we get all of this in episode 1 and are immediately emotionally invested in his transformation. We're thinking to ourselves, is he going to succeed? Is he going to fail? Is he going to get caught? Like, is his family going to find out? Like, what is going to happen? And so we're hooked in. I interrupt your regularly scheduled video to bring you something a little more important. I created a free downloadable worksheet that will help you create your own brand story. Yes, you can create your own brand story. And not just any brand story, a story that will make people care about what it is that you do and not just scroll past. Inside the guide, I will help you create your origin story to pull out the real juicy why behind your brand, a problem solution map so you're not just selling stuff, but you're actually solving problems, a transformation timeline to show the before and after magic that your brand creates, and a core values exercise so you can narrow down those 3 to 5 values that your brand will stand on. Listen, friend, a pretty logo is not going to do it this time. You're going to need a story, but a story that matters. So grab your free guide now. The link is in the description. You're welcome. Now back to the video. So what you can do for your brand is create a relatable persona that your audience can connect with. So is your brand the hero? Like with Apple, they are the visionary disruptors in the tech industry. And so their brand is the hero. Or is your customer the hero? Like Nike, their focus is on the athlete's journey. You get to decide who the hero is, but there needs to be a hero. And number 4, the transformation. Throughout the season, we see Walter White go from struggling teacher to badass Heisenberg. I mean, like, this bald head is something serious. Come on. And as an audience, we now have a reason to stick around to see how all of this is going to play out. You've set up the story for us. We know who the main character is. We are hooked in. Now we get to see how all of this transformation will happen and play out in real life. So a great brand should have a clear transformation story that people want to be a part of. A few examples: Apple, their transformation story is about empowering creativity through beautifully designed technology. You want to be a part of that. You want to be a part of the innovation and the change. Like, sign me up, please. Having a clear transformation story allows your audience to be a part of something, to not just buy something from you, but be a part of something that's much bigger than the thing that you're selling. And there you have it, folks. The 4-step formula to an addictive brand. You have the hook, the world, the main character, and the transformation. Let me know in the comments, which of the 4 do you think you need to improve on in your brand? As always, if you like videos like this one on branding and storytelling, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.